welcome to Gentle Yoga and Pilates. I'm glad you guys are doing this with me today. Let's make sure and focus on what we're doing. Try to put everything else to the side. We're going to start with those feet about hip width apart. And we're going to bring that chin in our chest and just shoulder blades in your imaginary back pockets. And think about your knees just being soft. We don't want to lock them, but you don't have to bend them real deep yet or anything. And you can breathe in through that nose and out through the mouth. As we get towards the end of class, you'll want to just nose breathe if possible. So let's kind of come one ear to one shoulder. You can take the opposite hand to your low back and take a couple breaths. And let's bring that chin down to your chest and switch. We're going to slide this right hand to the low back. We'll be using a ring and one small weight during class today. So chin in your chest. Let's roll those shoulders away from the ears a couple times. And let's go ahead and bring that left arm up and reach, rib cage away from the hip bone. If you're doing this on video, keep in mind that when I say left, it's going to look right to you. So either do what you see me doing or what you hear me saying. And switch, but we'll always be even on both sides. We switch now. And good. Let's take those toes out. Take our feet a little farther apart and let's do some plie squats. So you're going to bend those knees and just bring those arms up. And anytime throughout class that we're using the ring or we're using the small weight, you can always do the exercises without those if you prefer. I'm going to listen to your knees and your hips as you're bending down and make sure you're not coming down too far. So let's do 6 more. And 5. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. Let's go ahead and step up to the front of the mat. And let's reach into a standing back bend. And look past your fingertips. Engage your abdominals. Come on down. And let's just go ahead and separate those feet first about the width of your mat. And let's hold on to those elbows. And let's just gently rock your torso towards one leg and then the other. Deep breaths. You just don't want to find yourself holding your breath during class. If you can, that rib cage and diaphragm are expanding and contracting with each breath. So both hands on your right leg. Gently, that nose comes towards your right knee. And then let's glance up. That right arm reaches up. We're going to roll that right shoulder open. Deep breaths. Good. Let's make our way over to the left. Nose towards your left knee. A few deep breaths here. And then let's reach that left arm up. Look to the ceiling and roll that left shoulder open. Good. Let's walk those feet a little closer together. And let's glance up. Lift your tailbone. Let's lunge back one foot and then the other. So we're in an upper push-up position. That could be on your knees or your toes, you decide, but let's bend those elbows down slow and hug your sides. Come on down. Let's come to our forearms. Lift the head up and the chest forward for Sphinx. So anytime we come to up dog, you're more than welcome to come to Sphinx instead. Good. Either stay in Sphinx or if you want to, you can lift into up dog. The top of the head lifts to the ceiling. And we're going to take our knees apart, big toes together and sit back on your heels. Rest your forehead. So these first several moves, we're kind of waking the spine up. And now we're going to walk our fingertips towards the front of the mat. So separate those feet, hips stay in the air, and you're gonna rest your forehead and let the middle of the chest just sink towards the mat. And your underarms kind of sink towards the mat as well. Good, we're gonna come to those palms. We're gonna tuck the toes under and briefly come into down dog. So let's lift those hips and kind of relax your feet. And just start to bend one knee and then the other, loosening up those calves. And then let's go ahead and come to those hands and knees. Give yourself a nice cat stretch. And then glance up to the ceiling into cow. Good. Let's have a seat at the front of the mat and let's have our ring first. That'll be the first toy that we use today. So you want to have the ring grab both feet. Let's lift those heels off the ground and start to bend your elbows so your chest is sinking toward your thighs. And then let's relax the thighs, come about halfway back, engage your abdominals, and let's twist. Let's push into the palms on each side and then release that squeeze as you come to the middle. Let's do 4 more, 3 more, try to keep those thighs relaxed, 2 more, and 1. Let's come back to those feet and lift those heels up, bend your elbows and sink that chest down. Good, and now release again. Shoulders down, relax those thighs, and let's twist. Engage your abdominals. And you don't want to lean back so far that it's hurting your low back. Just enough to where you're feeling those abs have to work. 1 more on each side. Good, let's come onto the feet again. Lift those heels up, bend the elbows, chest forward. And let's just do that 1 more time. Shoulders down, relax those thighs, and let's press into the palms for 6, and release. 5, good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, let's put that ring down, and let's go ahead and sit in a cross-legged position with your right leg in front. Sit up nice and tall. Let's take a deep breath in and reach. And exhale, look past your fingertips, palms down. Start to bend those elbows and just sink that chest down. Bring your chin down. Try to relax some of the tightness in the hips. And let's wind around to your left. You're going to take your right hand on top so that knee is between your arms. Bend those elbows, nose towards that knee. Good, then let's take that right arm up, reach it up to the ceiling. Take that left hand, grab the opposite knee, and gently sink down as you breathe. Good, inhale, reach up. And exhale, look behind you, gentle twist over that right shoulder. And let's untwist. Good, let's go ahead and grab the weight, and we'll do an exercise with that. And then we'll stretch the other side. So you've got that weight, you've got enough room to roll back. We're gonna roll all the way down, okay? So go ahead and fold forward first. Your chest leans forward. And then as you breathe, you're just gonna relax your shoulders, relax your thighs, but engage your abdominals and roll down nice and slow. And we're gonna lay that head down. We're gonna bring those knees in and we're gonna bicycle the legs. And we're gonna move the weight at the same time, okay? So you're gonna extend one leg and then slowly the other. So it doesn't really matter what leg is extended as the arms come back or forward. You're just challenging that core in different ways. If this becomes too difficult, what you can do is you can put one foot on the ground instead of extending that leg close to the ground. Slowly, let's do 8 and 7. Good, 6. Keep breathing, 5. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and put that weight down. Hands on our knees. Let's draw circles. So massage that low back. If you take those knees a little farther away, you're going to get that low back. And let's go the other direction. All right, now we're going to incorporate both the ring as well as the weight. You can, like I said, you can always put one or both of the toys down whenever we use them. We're going to try the ring between our calves, and the weight is going to be in our hand. Okay, the more bent the knees are, the easier this will be. It's going to be more challenging when the legs are straighter and lower to the ground. Don't take them so low that you feel any pain in that low back. Okay, so you're going to take your legs one way and the weight the other. You're going to squeeze the ring, and then you're going to slowly bring it to the middle. So I'm looking in the direction of the weight. Squeeze the ring and pause for a second, and then slowly come to the middle and release. So you're looking in the direction of those hands with the weight. Release that squeeze of the ring as you come to the middle, and then squeeze again. If you're going to do this without the ring, you would just glue your knees and feet together. Imaginary, don't really glue them. Good, take it over, nice squeeze as you breathe. And release. Let's go for 8. Slow and controlled. 7. Breathe, 6. And 5. Good, 4 more. 3 more, good squeeze. 2 more. And squeeze 1 more. All right, let's put both toys down. And let's put the soles of the feet together. You can either hold on around your ankles, or you can clasp those fingertips around your feet. Pull the heels down and just press your knees apart. Deep breaths. Good, release. Hug those knees and then just gently roll to one side. The bottom arm's your pillow. Take a breath. And then exhale, gently press yourself up to that sitting position. And we're going to take your left leg in front. So let's take a nice deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, look past your fingertips. Palms down and start to bend your elbows. Feel that nice release in the hips and the low back. Really utilize each exhale to try to let go of some of that tightness. And let's wind around to your right. So that left hand's gonna come on top and the knee is between your arms. Just bend the elbows and sink that nose towards the knee. Good, let's reach that left arm up nice and long. Let's bend that right elbow. And then take that right hand, grab the opposite knee, and gently sink down. Good, deep breath in, both arms up. And exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder. And just think about shoulders down and head lifting up. And slowly untwist. Let's come onto your hands and knees. So I'm having you change positions after a couple exercises so that the low back and the different muscles that we are asking to support us don't get tired, and we're able to work that core more. So the right wrist is directly under the shoulder, and you're going to extend that right leg behind you. Engage your middle, and that left arm reaches. Let's take the elbow and knee underneath. Reach long, look over your left shoulder and tap that toe. Good, reach long, elbow and knee underneath. Reach long, look over your left shoulder and tap, or just come close. And then one more time, elbow and knee underneath. Reach long, look over that left shoulder. And we're going to bring the hand and knee down and sit our hips right and bring that right hand on top of the left. Take a breath or two. Good, let's untwist. Give yourself another nice cat stretch and then glance up. Good, let's go ahead and lower ourselves down to the mat so we're laying down. And let's do a couple planks. So you're going to be on those forearms and we're going to engage the middle. So in this position, a lot of times we just kind of let the belly go. Let's think about lifting the abs up. Now let's go ahead and lift our hips off the mat, and we have our knees on the mat. And we're going to tuck the toes under if you want, and as long as there's no back pain. Knees up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Knees apart. Big toes together, breathe and sit it back. Child's pose is a great place to come to anytime we're doing something that you just need to take a break from. Good, let's walk those hands towards the front. Separate the feet, hips are up in the air this time. Forehead down and the middle of the chest just sinks down. Good, nice cat stretch. Glancing to the ceiling. Good, and let's come on back down to the mat. Your chest leads. You're on those forearms. And we're gonna lift the abs away from the mat, so nice and engaged. We're gonna go ahead and lift the hips off the mat. And when you're ready, lift those knees up. Try to keep your hips neutral, so not lifted way up, not sinking down, but neutral. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Knees apart, big toes together, and stretch. While you're sitting there stretching, I just want to demonstrate something, that when you're in your plank, if I'm lifting my hips like this, if I take my shoulder blades and I press them into my imaginary back pockets, it's going to automatically bring your body into that neutral position. So what I'm doing is my shoulder blades that are right here, I'm literally pretending like I'm pressing them into the back pockets. And when you're in that plank position, that will get you into that nice neutral position. So let's go ahead and tuck the toes under and come to forward fold. So your feet are together, and let's cross those forearms. Hold your opposite calf and straighten the legs the best that you can. So as you're breathing, nose towards those knees. And then exhale, just hang the arms down. Let's roll up nice and slow. Shoulders roll away from those ears. Roll the shoulders away from the ears a couple times. sure we're recording all right. Okay, so let's take your right leg in front and let's actually go ahead and grab that weight. Right leg in front and left toes behind you. So all I want you to do right now is to bring the weight down as we lunge down and bring the weight up as we lift up. Okay, make sure that you're not pushing forward onto the front knee. Make sure you're coming straight down and straight up. And notice that my left heel is off the ground. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. All right, step the feet together, shake them out. Now, you can choose to do that exact same exercise, or we can lift the left toes slightly off the mat, okay? You don't have to lift them off the mat, so you're gonna do what's smart for you, okay? So all I want you to do now is we're gonna kind of extend that weight here, okay? So you can lunge down and extend. As you extend, if you wanna lift the leg a little bit, you can. So lunge down and extend. Just 4 more. Just 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. I'm going to have you put the weight down. And I want you to flex your right foot. Lower those hips and lower the chest just a little bit. Now let's go ahead and bring those feet farther apart than our hips. And let's walk those fingertips down the legs. Take the legs a little farther apart and then just hang your head down. Relax your knees. Deep breaths in and out. Feel the rib cage and diaphragm expand and contract, and you're just straightening the knees to the best of your ability. Let's take our first 2 fingers and make a hook with our big toes. Now let's glance forward and gently pull your chest forward and your tailbone back, and then you're going to bend those elbows and let the top of the head get closer to the ground. Good, let's face our fingertips towards the front of the mat. Bend the elbows as the elbows sink down, chin in your chest, and breathe. Good, let's come to our palms and walk our feet closer together. And then engage your abdominals and just roll up slowly. Shoulders roll away from the ears. We're gonna grab that weight and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So now your left leg is gonna be in front. Right leg behind you, and notice that my right heel is off the ground. And all we're doing for this first set is lunging down, bringing that weight straight up. That left knee stays right above the ankle. You're being real careful to not push forward onto that knee. Just 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Step your feet close together, take a little break, you can kind of shake it out. And now we're going to extend that weight, and you're going to have the option of the right toes coming off the ground. You decide. All of this is good balance work for us. So we're going to lunge down and press the weight forward. If you want to, as the weight comes forward, you're going to lift those right toes off the mat just slightly and hold. Just 4 more. Good. 3 more. 2 more, and 1 more time. Good, let's put the weight down. Let's flex that left foot that was in front. Lower our chest, pull the hips back and breathe. Good. All right, so go ahead and grab your ring now. And we're gonna be stepping side to side. And you're gonna make sure, as we're stepping side to side, let me just show you from the front or from the side, that you don't want your knees to push forward. You wanna make sure that you're sitting back. I'm actually lifting my toes off the ground because that helps me remember, oh, sit back like there's a chair behind me and don't just push my knees forward, okay? So we're gonna come side to side and I'll push into the palms as I step, okay? So I'm gonna squat down, press into the palms and bring it in. Other side, squat down, and I'm just pushing into the palms slightly. Helps you to engage your abdominals. Also helps to tone those arms. A little multitasking. I really want you to also engage those abdominals. As you squat down, that low back is vulnerable if we're not engaging those abdominals as we squat down. You're not holding your breath. 8 more. 7. 6. 5. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Very nice. Roll those shoulders away from the ears. Grab a sip of water if you need to. Let's grab that small weight. If you're traveling, a little makeshift thing that you can use is an unopened water bottle. So you can hold an unopened water bottle. You can hold, I don't know, a can of beans, a jar of peanut butter, anything that's unopened like that, because just 1 to 3 pounds is all you need, okay? So let's have the weight in our right hand. Let's have our right knee soft, so not all the way bent, but not locked, okay? Have that right knee soft, and let's raise that left arm up. Really engage your middle. Let's take that weight to the inside of that right foot. And yes, my right toes are kind of pointed out just a little bit. We're working the left side of the obliques here. Keep breathing. Good, let's go for 6 more. And 5. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. We're going to put that weight down and we're going to bring those feet together. Left arm's going to reach up. Let's walk our right fingertips down. That right hand can grab your wrist. Just gently pull. Rest your head. You're stretching down that left side. Deep breath in. Exhale, same side, half moon. Push your left foot. So this foot over here, press it down. Good. Open it up. Roll those shoulders away from the ears. And let's grab that weight in our left hand this time. So again, the left toes are slightly pointed out. I just don't want to lock the knee, but I don't want to bend it very deep. Just a soft left knee. My right arm is up. I'm really engaging my middle. I'm going to bring that left hand to the inside of that right knee. If it feels okay for your neck to glance up, go ahead and do that. If If you need to glance down every once in a while, that's fine. So you're doing what's right for your body. Each day is usually a little bit different. Good, breathe. We've got 6 and 5, 4, feeling the right side working between the rib cage and the hip bone. And one more time. Awesome. Let's put that weight down. Let's bring our feet together. And let's take that right arm and reach. Walk those left fingertips down. Left hand's gonna grab the wrist. Just gently pull. Push that right foot down into the mat. Inhale. Exhale, half moon, same side. If you want to sink that little bit deeper, you can. Good. All right, so let's come to the front of the mat and do a standing back bend. And let's look past those fingertips. Come on down. Now look up and lift your tailbone. Let's lunge back one foot and then the other. You're just in an upper push-up position. And we're gonna bend those elbows, come down slow, and we're gonna stay on the mat for a second, or a few seconds. Let's extend those arms like Superman, okay? So we don't wanna shrug our shoulders. We wanna push the shoulders away from the ears, but we also wanna engage those abdominals. We tend to just let them go in this position. So let's engage the abdominals. Take your hands and feet off the mat slightly, and little flutter kicks. Keep breathing while you're doing this. And as you exhale, let's rest everything. Your forehead comes to your hands. Make sure you release your glutes. And take some deep breaths in and out. Good, let's glance forward. Take those arms out, engage your abdominals, reach the arms and legs long without shrugging your shoulders. Notice my head too, just natural extension of the spine. I'm not looking straight up or down. And I'm gonna bring the hands down to my sides and I'm gonna extend them out front, down to my sides and extend out front. One more time, down to the sides and to the front. Now extend them to the sides and let's rest everything. Turn your head to the right, please. And just rest. Roll those shoulders towards the mat. Let that belly expand on your inhale and deflate on your exhale. And let's glance forward, look to your left. Rest and take another deep breath in and out. Good, glance forward. So you're either gonna come to up dog on your palms or you can come to your forearms for Sphinx. Let's take those knees apart, big toes together, sit back in child's pose. In child's pose, rest your forehead on the mat and let the middle of the chest just surrender towards the mat. And then let's briefly come into down dog, tuck those toes under, lift those hips. And you don't want to be heavy in your hands. You want to kind of shift your weight back. Roll the weight a little bit more towards your knuckles rather than the heel of the hand, just more evenly distributing the weight. And your head just hangs down. Now let's come to those hands and knees. Give yourself a nice cat-cow stretch, so arching up, glancing to the ceiling. And now the left wrist is directly under the shoulder, and we're going to extend that left leg behind us. Engage the core and your right arm reaches. So elbow and knee underneath. Reach long, look over your right shoulder and tap the toe. Good, keep breathing, elbow and knee underneath. Reach long. Look over that right shoulder and tap. Slow movements. Let's do that one more time. Good, let's hold that extension. Hand and knee down, and let's sit those hips left and bring your left hand on top of the right. Deep breaths in and out. Good. Now let's take those knees apart, big toes together. Let's look up to your left and rotate your wrist. And then left hand palm up underneath the right. I want you to rest on the left side of the face and take your right fingertips, walk them away from you. Deep breath in and out. Good, right hand at your low back. Allow those shoulders just to flop. And slowly untwist. And let's go to the other side. You're gonna look up to your right. And that right hand palm up, threads a needle underneath the left. Rest on the right side of the face, and your left fingertips walk away from you. Deep breath in and out. And then the back of your left hand to your low back. Allow those shoulders just to flop. Kind of wiggle your fingers a little bit. Good, let's slowly untwist. And let's have a seat at the front of your mat. So shoulders relax away from the ears, abs are engaged, and you're gonna extend that right leg up. If it's too much to extend the right leg, then just keep those feet on the ground and engage your abdominals. But make sure you're not rounded. Make sure those shoulders are away from the ears. Let's lift that right leg and hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug both knees, shoulders down and head up. And then one more time, we're gonna lean back, relax those thighs. Keep the chest open, right leg lifts for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then this time you're gonna extend that right leg, the one that was just lifted. And we're gonna walk our fingertips towards your ankle or your foot. Exhale, just sink your chest down and breathe. And then relax that right foot. Let's walk the hands to the inside here and bend your elbows. Deep breaths. And then let's sit up and cross your left leg across the right. Your right arm is going to hug the knee in. Shoulders down, head up, glance over your left shoulder. And go ahead and untwist. Come back up to the front of the mat. Shoulders relax, nice open chest. Engage your abdominals, start to lean back, and your left leg could extend. If you need to put your hands down, that's another option. Try to hold that for 4, 3, 2, and good. Hug your knees, shoulders down, lift the head up. And then lean back again, engage the abdominals, shoulders relaxed. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and good. Now we're gonna extend that left leg, the one that you had lifted, and we're gonna walk your fingertips towards your ankle or your foot. Exhale, chest down and breathe. And then you're gonna go ahead and walk those hands to the inside here with a relaxed left foot and breathe. And let's go ahead and sit up. Let's cross that right leg over the left. Left arm's gonna hug the knee in. Now shoulders down, head up. Look over that right shoulder and breathe. Good, let's untwist and let's place those feet together. Pull the heels a little closer to your body and hold on to those toes. Shoulders down, lift the head up, press those knees down, and then your nose comes toward your toes. Exhale, sinking down that little bit more. Now walk the hands out a little bit if you'd like. Continue to allow the knees to press down. Now wind around to your right. Right hand goes behind you. Left hand comes to the knee and gently twist. And slowly come on around to the left. Left hand goes behind you. Right hand on your knee, gently twist. Good. Come on up to the front of the mat. And you'll just want to make sure that the ring is somewhere near you so that you'll be able to grab it when we need it. So let's walk our hands towards our ankles or our feet and just bend the elbows. Gently press the backs of the knees towards the mat. And as you exhale, sinking that chest down. Good, now let's just roll down one vertebra at a time, best you can. If you need the support of your hands back here, you can do that as well. But relax your thighs, engage your abdominals, come on down. Good, let's take that straight right leg up in the air. Abs are engaged, and let's do your right leg circles, slow and controlled. The bigger you make that circle, the better. So you're welcome to circle both legs if you want to. But if circling both legs, you feel like it's a very small circle, you're going to get more benefit by placing that left leg down and trying to have that right leg get a little closer to the mat. If you need more support, you're going to bend this left knee. Okay, so lots of options. Give yourself two more slowly. One more. Good. Let's hug the right knee in. Shoulders down. Let's rotate that right foot gently in both directions. And now your left hand's going to bring the knee across the body. Let's look to your right. And your left fingertips, just gently pull that knee in a diagonal away from your right shoulder. Slowly untwist. Let's walk those heels towards your fingertips and lift up into your bridge. Deep breaths in and out. Exhale, peel that spine down. Let's extend your left leg up and the right leg comes flat. Let's take the left leg as straight as possible and circle around to the left. So you know your options. If you want to do both legs, that's fine. But if the circles are right here with both legs, you're going to get more benefit by placing that right leg down and circling that left leg. The leg circles are such a great exercise for the core. It actually circles around that your whole core. It's working your abdominals and your obliques. But notice I'm not kicking my leg around. There's the temptation to do that. Just slow and controlled, you'll get more benefit. Last 3. Bend that knee if you need more support. 2 more. And 1 more. Very good. Hug your left knee. Exhale, shoulders down, rotate the foot. And then right hand brings the knee across the body. Glance to your left and take some deep breaths in and out. With those right fingertips, gently pull the knee in a diagonal. Good. Exhale, let's untwist. Let's do one more bridge. Walk those heels towards your fingertips and lift those hips up. Great stretch for your hip flexors, which when they get tight, better chance that you're going to have a pain in your low back, and you don't want that. Peel that spine down. And let's take your straight arms between your knees. Grab onto ankles or feet. Happy baby pose. We're rocking side to side. We're pressing the knees apart. So think about your elbows, pressing those knees apart. And see if you can rock a little farther to one side and same on the other. Without falling over, of course. You don't want sad babies, just happy babies. Let's release. We're going to grab that ring, place our left leg on the mat, and the right foot is in the ring. So we're going to move the ring towards our heel first and relax the right foot. And with a straight right knee, I'm going to pull my leg towards me. Now take the back of your right knee, push it away. In other words, keep this leg as straight as possible, even if you have to take the leg farther away from you. You'll get a better stretch. And my foot is still relaxed. And it is a much better stretch when your left leg is flat rather than the knee bent. And then we're going to back away. We're going to move the ring towards the ball of the foot. Flex the foot and gently pull the leg towards you. Now, depending on our gait, we can either roll the foot out or roll that foot in by pulling on one side of the ring. Decide which one gets you the best calf stretch, and it will come down to the hamstring as well. Use your exhale to deepen that stretch if you'd like. Release, and now your right hand's going to hold the ring. It's going to come out to the right, and we're going to look to our left. Now, a couple things. Let's keep that left hip rolled to the mat, but relax this right leg. So don't tense it up, just let it hang in the ring and gently pull. Right toes aim to that wall behind you. And let's hand that ring to your left hand. You're going to take it across the body, look to your right, and just let that right leg just hang in the ring. Don't tense it up. Gently stretch. It's getting your IT band. It connects, it inserts right in here on the outside of your right glute and comes straight down the outside of that right leg. Many times we'll feel it in that insertion point. So let's go ahead and bring that right leg up. Let's place both feet in the ring and gently pull. Let's lift those hips up and breathe. Each exhale, you can gently pull a little more if you want. And as we let the right leg go, remind yourself you're only taking these stretches to the point where it's comfortable and safe for you. Moving that ring towards your left heel, relax the left foot, and left knee stays straight as I gently pull towards me. Push the back of the knee away from you. So again, that straight left leg is going to get you a much better stretch than if you're having to bend it. So back away if you need to. And let's back away and move the ring towards the ball of the foot. Flex your foot. And as you pull that leg towards you, getting a great left calf stretch, roll the foot out or in, kind of play with that foot and see what gets you the best left calf. And yes, it'll come down to your hamstring as well. Stretch. Don't forget your deep breath. Let's release and take it out to the left, glancing to your right. We're going to keep that right hip rolled down to the mat and just gently pull. Left toes aim to that wall behind you. Let your belly lift as you inhale and deflate as you exhale. Relax that left leg in the ring. And then go ahead and hand that ring to your right hand. Take it across the body, look over your left arm. Relax that left leg, just let it hang in the ring and then gently pull with your right hand. Deep breaths. Let's release. Bring the arms out to the side, bend the knees and feet are far away from you. Gently take the knees one way, look the opposite direction. Slowly switch. Take a big deep breath in and out. Slowly switch. And switch. All right, as much as you can, if you can breathe through your nose for the rest of class. Let's extend those legs straight out. Reach your arms over your head. Make a big letter I with your body. Lengthen one leg and arm and then the other. Really stretch. And then exhale. Let's slide the arms down somewhere near your sides. Palms up if you can. If it's more comfortable for you, palms down, no problem. Eyes are closed. You're breathing in and out through your nose. I want you to briefly bring to mind what you would like to inhale for the rest of class. Just these precious last few minutes to try to get yourself centered. So we're going to inhale whatever you're going to need for the rest of your day. Maybe it's some patience. Maybe it's simply some peace. Maybe it's some self-love, making sure that you're being kind to yourself and forgiving yourself when you need to. What do you need to exhale out? What is that one worry or concern that you really don't have control over? It's taking up too much of your energy. So let's pull all your breath to the very top of the head. Let's exhale, let that breath flow across your forehead, stream across your temples, and roll across the back of your head. Let that breath flow across your eyes and your nose and your cheekbones. Feel the breath flow across the back of your jaw, reminding you to rest those teeth just slightly apart. With that breath flowing down the sides and back of the neck, and rolling across the top of your shoulders. As those shoulders relax to the mat, feel a nice open chest. Release across your upper back. As the breath flows down your arms, rounding your elbows, straight down your forearms, to your wrists, palms, and the top of your hand. Between your fingers and all the way to your fingertips. Exhale, move the fingers gently. Let tension and stress escape through those fingertips. Allowing the breath to roll across your rib cage, one rib at a time. From the center of your back down to the small of your back. And across your waist and your abdominals. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, allow those hips and glutes just to relax and mold to the mat. Quadriceps and hamstrings release. Knees, shins and calves, ankles, and then feel that breath round your heels and flow up the arch of your foot. Roll across the top of your foot, between your toes and all the way to your toe tips. Exhale, moving the toes gently and letting anything negative just escape through your toe tips. Feel a nice peace and calm surrounding you. Notice a fresh perspective on the rest of your day. Easily seeing what's important and what's not. So let's be nice to yourself coming out of this position slowly. When you're ready, just go ahead and bend one knee and place that foot on the mat and let the other one join it. And on an exhale, as you're ready, just roll to one side. That bottom arm is your pillow. And then very gently press yourself up to a nice sitting position. Taking a nice deep breath in, let's reach our arms up. And exhale, bring those hands to the heart. Let's surrender everything in your head to your heart. Guys, have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.